Some things that you see and they make you think, and some things that you see that make you feel. And when it's Anusha, you feel a lot of things. And that is what we're going to talk about now. This is Hunter season 2, and Anusha's kicking ass and dancing.
Yeah.
The seductive dance
Oh
sequence.
God, please hide my face.
No! We need deets.
You know when there were like sex scenes in a movie and your parents are watching it at the
Yeah.
same time as you and you're like,
Suddenly
oh
remember
my
it's
God,
Kannada.
please. Like suddenly you're thirsty, get out of the room, or like you hide your face or you're so uncomfortable. We didn't have mobiles then, whatever. You know, you're just trying to distract yourself. Have you been in that position ever?
No.
Oh.
Nobody's given me any role like that.
No, not the role.
Oh, yeah,
When
yeah.
you're-
Yeah.
When you're
When-
watching
oh,
a
dear
movie.
God. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like and there's
A
like
love
a
scene is
love
coming.
scene or something
Yeah,
that's coming and
for sure.
you're watching the movie
You're
with
like,
your parents. It's so embarrassing. So I had a screening for all my friends, Rajiv included, and you know, you sometimes just forget that that scene exists for a minute in your mind, or you're hoping so. Look, it's not a sex scene, by the way, first of all.
It's sexy.
It's sexy, seductress, okay? And I forgot that the jacket... I unzipped my jacket and Anushka Ranjan, my friend in the back, she's like, now the series has begun.
I could see I was in the front row and I could just hear everybody lean forward. Hi, 1 minute.
They told me, you know, you have to seduce Sunil sir and it's on a private jet. Now, you have to understand, I forget, you know, the level of maybe fame and respect that Sunil sir has in this entire show. I always just barge in, tell him about all my problems and my relationship problems, like that kid who just wants to come in. Sunil sir, you know what happened today? And then and then I had a fight, and then this happened, and I tell him my life, and I'm just yapping, and he's just like, oh God, here she goes again. And then suddenly one day, and a lot of people would come and visit him on set and whatever. And I started realizing, like, people, like, respect him so much. Not that I don't respect him, but, like,
but there's a
you know, like, there's this whole
hierarchy.
aura around him. Yeah. So one day I said to Sunil sir, I'm so sorry I keep barging into your van and, like, telling you about my sob stories. I said, you can tell me, like, if it's really annoying. Obviously, he's not going to.
So how was that scene with him
So
then?
that's why. So then, cut to all of this has happened, and I'm like this kid, and now suddenly I have to turn into this, and I'm so embarrassed. I am deadly embarrassed. I'm like, I can't. I'm dying. I don't want to do this. And I'm like, Anusha, be an actor. So now I have my then boyfriend. I have Sunil Shetty, and I now have to be a seductress. I'm like, oh God, this is no pressure. And my directors and all the camera people and everything. So suddenly I just have to, like, silence everything and just get into it. But it was really, like, honestly, when you get to act, because in VJing and everything else, you just have to be yourself, really. Here you get to step into something. And I think that challenge and pressure is also really exciting. You can really do it.
I think if you respect that person, then you owe him your A game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah?
Exactly.
So because if you're like, no, he's so senior, I don't know, I can't, then you're not, it's not respect, it's intimidation.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. And so I had to just, you know, say, look, this is what I'm here to do. I'm on a mission. So I created that in my head. And
so among all of us in this room, you have been the closest to Sunil sir, looking into his eyes. Now tell us about that moment and tell me something about him, about his, what you learn about him when you're staring him down.
So the funny thing is, my first day on set, my first ever shot was me stitching his arm and looking straight into his eyes. And now, can I tell you, making eye contact with anybody like this is very intimidating, right? But I don't know why. It's so weird. I've been practicing it with the then boyfriend. So I was like, okay, remember what you've practiced, right? And I was shitting my pants because I had to remember my lines. I had to also pretend I'm stitching an arm. And I had to look at him exactly like this. And you can't break it because my character has to be as cool as his. And you have to be on his level. So I just kept saying, just do it, just do it. In my head, I'm like, but he is so cool. And you have to understand that he's also in character, right? So his whole like thing
Yeah.
is like, I don't give a fuck. And, you know, that's
Yeah.
really cool. But it's really intimidating. And then when you break character, you realize he's so nice and everybody's so nice. But when we broke character, he looked at me and then he looked at the directors and said, she's very scary. I'm like, yay. He's like, she just switched.
I know, but I'll tell you, because you have light eyes, the stare becomes more intense.
Really?
Yeah, it does.
Does it? That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I have to mention that any character comes in, that's an entry. That's fine. When a hero comes in, it's different. I'll tell you why. A hero entry is when things are going one way,
Yeah.
fully going one way, nothing can change it. And then one character walks in and it changes opposite, goes into a 180.
Yeah.
That is what happened. Before you came in, those guys were getting their ass handed to them. And what they couldn't do, two of them together, you did it.
Yeah.
And that's how the story moves forward.
I got a hero entry.
You got a hero entry.
We'll turn it into a heroine entry now.
No, yeah. So after Hunter 2, what are your plans? Did you enjoy working in Hindi? How
Yeah.
was the Hindi?
Okay, so
experience?
I treated it like Marathi.
Hmm.
Just learn your lines. Try to get as good at your lines as possible. So when you're on set, you're not disrespecting your co-stars. Then I realized that sometimes they would just change your lines and you're like, what the hell? No, even if it's just one or two
That's
words.
why Jaggu Dada never learns his lines. You want to change it? Go ahead.
No, and then one time in Thailand, they gave me like this big monologue.
Hmm.
And they're like, you know, you saw your lines today? I said, yeah, I've already read it. No, you saw your new ones. I said, don't lie. It was like this. I'm like, are you guys? I had tears. I sat in a corner. I'm like, oh my God. And I don't know how I got through it. And I swear to God, every time I go back and watch something I did, I'm like, how the hell did I do that? Like, not because you shouldn't do it. It's your profession. It's just that you really take on the challenge and then you have to mean it. So I really had a great time. And yeah, I would love to do Hindi even more now. I feel way more confident in doing it.
Yeah.
And yeah, although now if you ask me what's next, it's actually English.
Yeah, you're doing a play?
Yeah, I'm doing theatre and it's in English. And now I realize, holy hell, it's so much easier.
So why are you doing theatre?
You know what? I honestly, first of all, love Mahesh sir. And he's given me
Mahesh
Mahesh Manjrekar.
Mhm.
And he's given me some of my most incredible films, Virudh
Yes.
and Zune Furniture. Virudh was a Hindi film, my first ever, and Zune Furniture was my big Marathi film with him. I think, honestly, as an actor, you get to learn an immense amount from him. And since I'm on this little acting journey, I call it little because I want to stay
Yeah.
modest right now. It's not like I have some big profile, but I've done Marathi, I've done Hindi films, I've done a Hindi web series now, and I have done a musical, okay, in Europe. I've never done theatre, and I know that theatre pushes actors' boundaries
Yeah.
more than anything else. There's no cut, there's no take two, there's no, oh, I forgot my line, let me just do this again. There's nothing. It is just you on stage and the audience. That's it. And how to handle that has become my next challenge. Well, my dad actually always wanted to be an actor. And he, I don't know why he didn't. Well, he told his dad, and his dad said, finish your degree and then
Yeah.
do it. Then he felt,
That's the generation.
no, I'm getting too old. He was like 20 something. So I don't know what he felt old about. But anyway, and then he did a lot of theatre in front of me while I was growing up, because in Australia we had a community. So my dad directed and acted in a lot of theatre, Marathi, Hindi and English. So I got to watch that. But you know, you're a kid. You're like, yeah, my dad's in a play, whatever. And I would just go play or something, right? Now
Yeah.
that he knows I'm doing the theatre, he keeps asking me, how's it going? How's it going? And he wants to come and watch the practice when he's back. And I'm like, oh God. Now I'm like, uh-oh. So it's that little pressure,
Yeah.
but it's fine. I'll obviously let him, I want him to give me advice. So yeah.
But that's not all that you're doing. No? There's a
No.
music
Yes.
album. I want to ask you, my question to you is this. Why don't you pick a lane and stick to it?
Because I don't want to be a master of one. I don't want to be a master of none. I want to be a master of all. And I know that's not the saying. What is the saying? It's a
Jack of all trades, master of none.
none. So I know that they say jack of all trades, master of none, but I don't believe that. I think entertainment is entertainment, right?
A performer is a
And
performer.
a performer is a performer, and we never stop performing. And if you have that many lanes to try and navigate through and experience, why not? It
Yeah,
keeps
sure.
it interesting. So, and listen, it's just like ticking it
So
off
to
the
be
bucket
clear,
list. Yeah.
This album has songs in English,
Yes.
written by you.
Yes. Well, written by me and the producer.
Okay.
So I would take the English lines mostly, and
course.
he would do the Hindi. First time I'm singing in Hindi. And yeah, it's so, Rajiv, I'll tell you something. I've been on stage, I've been in studios, I've been on sets, I've been live, I've been all over the place. Do you know the one place that I just love the most?
What?
Is the music studio.
Yeah.
In the booth. I don't know why it fills my soul in creativity, because you write what you feel.
Yeah.
So it's like an experience. All my relationships are coming out in my songs. And you'll have a lot of people saying, oh my God, get over it, whatever. That's how I do it.
So just in case anybody's counting, you are a Marathi actor, you are a Hindi actor, you are a songwriter, you are a singer. You will be dancing
Yes.
on your music videos.
Yes.
You're doing theater.
Yeah.
Oh dear God. Anything else?
Yeah.
I missed out?
One more.
What is that?
There is a podcast.
Oh, yes. We are going to talk about the
that.
podcast, but that's going to be another clip.